Hey, so my name is Gabriel Lane, and this is my healthy living wellness project. And so I'm outlining basically the day I've recorded and my goals, and also like the overall scope of my health and wellness plan for the sake of this video diary. So as for part one, I guess the data, as I've recorded like all of this stuff I've found about myself and all of the I guess daily routines I've been taking. A few things I've noticed, I should say, is one, that I don't actually get a lot of sleep ordinarily. Most of the time it's really between 5 and 6 hours, sometimes 7, every now and then 8, but mostly like a 5 and 6 range. So yeah, that's one thing I've noticed about myself, that I definitely should like work on like getting more sleep, and I've kind of always known that, but I also never really knew like the extent to which it was like a problem, I guess. Um, as for eating healthily, I'm actually not that bad on that front. Um, Most of the time I am cooking my own meals. Every now and then I go out and eat, and sometimes when I go out and eat, I get like a very heavily deep fried meal or something like that, like some of the fried chicken places around Greensboro, or the wings. But other than that, for the most part, other than like a lot of the snacks I eat, I actually eat pretty healthily when I just make my own meals. So that's part of what I'm going to get into later with my wellness plan. Physical activity, I train every now and then. It's like on and off. I usually try and stick to Monday, Wednesday, Friday routine, but sometimes one of those days it seemed to slip, or I just wouldn't get all of it out, all of like the full regimen out. I kind of take a break in the middle, and then I'd forget about it. So that's one thing to keep track of. As for water intake, I drink water. I wasn't drinking that much water, as much as I planned to do for my plan. No. But I was drinking like roughly 2 bottles a day. So I'd say that's like a decent amount. It's just something I want to get a little higher and get a little more consistency on that front. So those are those target areas. And as for my goals, as I've stated some before, but just to go over like a quick overview of them all, I want to drink at least a gallon of water a day. I feel like that's a good benchmark. And that's what I used to do, honestly, when I was deep in my training phase in high school for like sports. I used to drink like a gallon of water a day, and it really helped for my energy. I want to try and eat 2 to 3 meals a day, because sometimes I forget a meal, and that can be pretty bad. I feel like that's why I often have lower energy levels. So at least like 2 to 3 meals a day. Really two, because a lot of the meals I eat can be pretty hefty, so I don't need to eat that. Like I don't need to force a third meal if like it gets to that point. And then I want to stick to a strong regimen. I think it's like 5 by 10 push-ups, or 10 by 5, 20 by 5 push-ups, and 20 or 50 by 4 crunches. That'll just allow me to like build muscle and also build my abs, which is what I'm really trying to work on. And other than that, there's also, I'm trying to reduce my fried food intake and stuff like that. So yeah, once again, just cooking the meals. And other than that, I'm just gonna be like using my home weight scale to like gauge like my progress. I'm trying to gain a few pounds, because I'm trying to gain more muscle mass and more weight on that regard. I'm currently at 170. I'd like to see like 172, but yeah. And so those are kind of my goals, and I want to do that training regimen Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Everything else is like every day, so like a gallon of water every day, 2 3 meals every day. And I really got that regimen from like some of my previous workouts. So yeah, that's my plan.